Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And the people that talk about being enslaved, the people that talk about having their rights violated, well, they're more than willing to violate the rights of others, including Mr. Yiannopoulos of Breitbart, who wanted to speak at UC Davis, and the mob there drove him out. Who wanted to speak at UC Berkeley, and the mob there drove him out. But not only the so-called peaceful protesters, and yet supporters of Milo were attacked with flagpoles and beaten. Republicans on campus were beaten in front of their own student union. UC students going about their business, attacked because they were Republican, they were right-wing. And there is more. The UC police have said that these people who came on campus dressed in all black like Nazi thugs, and they are thugs, were not protesters. And they went and torched part of the campus, smashed windows, took crowd barricades, tried to smash into the doors of the administration building and the student union building, and they finally did. They got up to the second floor. Now 500 people bought tickets for this event. 500. And a university should be a place for free speech, and it's not a matter of hate speech. The left calls everything they disagree with hate speech, but an exchange of ideas. You may not agree with them, but this is America. You should be able to say what you want within limits. You can't incite to riot. You can't say there's a fire. You can't incite to murder somebody. But these people have no qualms about beating somebody to within an inch of their life. A Trump supporter was beaten in Portland the other day and had to be surrounded by people before they literally beat him to death. And meanwhile, the mob and the conflicting reports, 500, I'd say more, 1,000, spread off the campus. They first went to the Wells Fargo right across the street, trashed its ATMs, then went to the B of A down the street, trashed its ATMs. Now, there's a reason why you go all the way down Telegraph Avenue. There's not a bank after those two banks until you hit downtown Oakland. And it's dangerous on Telegraph Avenue. Businesses have closed left and right over the last 30 years because of the constant protests by the left. You don't see right-wingers doing this. You don't see conservatives doing this. But the ultra-left and the crazies go and riot. They smash windows. They turn over trash cans. They love to set fires. I don't know what it is with this arsonist thing. And I watched a show last night on Lindbergh, in part. They said Lindbergh was a narcissist who would launch into a rage when he didn't get his own way. Well, these people are narcissists who launch into rage. Now, I get enraged at haters, but I get over it. But these people never get over it. They're in a rage because Donald Trump became president. They're in a rage because Milo made fun of a black actress who could barely speak English in some cases, or at least her dialogue was that bad, to make her look like she was unintelligible in English. The film was terrible, and the film was started by a feminist executive at Sony who took the script for Ghostbusters 3 that was supposed to be all guys and was a great script and bastardized it, no pun intended, into a script for feminism. And the movie died a painful death at the box office, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but I didn't go see it. So, then this mob, dressed all in black, proceeded to trash windows along Telegraph Avenue. They trashed the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, then they attacked a Chase Manhattan Bank branch. They smashed their favorite place to smash. I don't know what they got against Starbucks, but they love to smash open Starbucks. They not only smashed it and trashed it, they looted it. So there's a place where in the morning the UC students and the workers in the area won't be able to get their coffee at that place. Then they proceeded down, and I showed a picture. I'm very familiar with this area. I've been on the UC campus many times. I've been on Telegraph Avenue to buy records at Rasputin, to shop at the Foreigner Andronikos, to go to the game store. B of A is right there, a block away. The Wells Fargo branch is across the street. I've been in there. And there are, student bookstores there where students buy their books and supplies, backpacks. It's a lovely campus if you just get rid of the leftist cockroaches. And the whole campus is on lockdown. So their protests kept students from studying, going to the library, going to night classes. So they proceed to 5 blocks down to Shattuck. They burn a mechanics bank. They smash more windows. They smash ATMs. The police said 5 banks were vandalized. And they called these people vandals who showed up on campus. I'd like to propose something. When they have these events and they show up all dressed in black, throw dye bombs on them. Throw dye bombs unless they're wearing rubber suits that will leak through their clothing. That way you can identify who did it afterwards. And maybe, and I know it's a symbol of racism from the 50s, but maybe it's time to bring back the water cannons. And like Trump wants to drain the swamp, we flush these people off campuses who don't belong there. Because there were, a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand people protesting, but are all those students? Probably not. Were the Vandals students? Probably not. And who's paying for this? Probably George Soros, because all these things are organized. So now, tonight, Berkeley is in a riot situation. The BART station opened again. But will these people disperse? I can't find anything out there. I looked on KTVU, KCBS, KGO. Kron is useless as a news source anymore. They got a thing about Orlando and the shooting at the nightclub there, and that's old news. And Channel 11 in San Jose, same thing. They mentioned the story, but all these use the same news feed. The stories are all the same. They come off the wire. No on-scene reporting. I guess they don't want to get hurt. So that's what's happening. The left who can't get their way, the left who complain that their rights are being violated, that they're not allowed to speak, but they'll suppress speech everywhere they can because they're bullies, and that's what they do. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay safe out there, and I'll be going to Berkeley tomorrow if it isn't pouring rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Friday. I have to go one of the 2 days, but I want to go see if these people have left yet. Now, maybe rain will drive them away because some of them probably haven't had a bath in years. We can only hope so. All right, bye-bye for now.